Radio City 91.1. This is a brand new episode of UVD Khabbi Seat, and with me is the girl that has the name Royal.
मैंने लव यू जिंदगी डब किया था तो मेरे को लगा था बहुत ही गंदा गाया मैंने. आ जाऊँ आई वाज मैसेजिंग सब बिल्कुल अच्छा नहीं लग रहा मेरी आवाज़ में, मैं फिर से आके डब करूँ. रिलीज हो गया था. आई थॉट कि वीडियो आने से पहले हम चेंज कर देंगे. He's like, no, are you mad? Just sit calmly. It's fine. You're overthinking. Don't. किस कम दे दस्तूर बनाए सजना हो या दूर वे हाय अखियां रो रो चूर हो जाए दिन शगना दा चढ़िया आओ सखियों नी खो गए हम कहाँ रंगों सा ये जहाँ.
Radio City 91.1. This is a brand new episode of UVD Khabbi Seat, and with me is the girl that has the name Royal. A girl जिसको लोग जानते हैं कि 2014 में इसने खूबसूरत के फिल्म में एक गाने से एंट्री की थी, but for me 2012 was the time when she had braces and she was singing to the camera, and what a beautiful video. Jasleen Royal, welcome to Radio City ji.
Thank you so much.
ਕੀ ਹਾਲ ਚਾਲ? How are you?
I am good. How are you?
ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕੈਮਰਾ ਤੇ ਪੁੱਛ ਲੈਣਾ, ਆਪਾਂ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਚ ਕਿੰਨੀ ਕੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਆ?
नहीं आई नो पंजाबी मैंने चंगी तरह आंदी है पंजाबी मतलब आई यूज्ड टू टॉक टू माय ग्रैंडमदर इन पंजाबी.
Do you really think that being that Punjabi girl from Ludhiana has helped you conquer, if I can say that, conquer Bombay? Because the vibe, the Punjabi vibe has also taken over, I think, Bollywood pretty nicely.
I don't know मतलब see like I listen to also the music. I listen to Tamil, Telugu, Punjabi, Hindi, English. I think music has to be good now. Language doesn't matter. Sometimes we all listen to songs जो हमें समझ भी नहीं आते, like that Money के that. So I think music is beyond that. I feel.
So what has brought you here is Dastoor.
Yes.
Please मुझे दस्तूर के बारे में बताओ. You're featuring in this song. तुसी बहुत सोना जो सूट पाए हुए हैं. You're there with Babil all across. How was the experience?
It was amazing. It was really cold. We shot in Kashmir, and it was freezing on the BTS, not like on the camera. It was a very, very, very beautiful experience. So the video is out there on YouTube. People can go check it out and give it some love. It's been made with a lot of love.
So when you compose a song, when you make a song, in major cases में क्या होता है? Do you get a brief that who's going to be on camera, who's going to be on the screen for it, apart from the situation also?
Not really. Like these are independent songs, so we just go with the flow, like according to the concept and what this song requires. You have a vision with it for it, so that's how you approach it.
But कई बार ऐसा होता है कि आपने, for example, 2022 में गाना बनाया, 24 में it's picked up by a song, a film, a producer, etc. But then जिसको आपने prospect में रख के बनाया वो गाना, it's a different face when it actually goes or eventually goes to someone.
Of course, like even Ranjha when I made, it was made for बधाई दो. बधाई दो पहले आई थी ना? पहले कौन सी आई थी?
बधाई दो, yeah.
Ayushman and
Ayushman वाली.
Sanya.
Yes.
So Ranjha was made for that. I'd seen the footage. The director had called me, Amit, and he said ये brief है, ये situation है, इस पे गाना बना. तो मैंने बनाया फिर, and then they didn't like it too much. तो फिर I had the song and I was like अच्छा, but I thought like it's a good song. So I just waited it out, and then Siddharth really loved the song, and he said like I really want it for Shershaah, and we'd worked together on Baar Baar Dekho. तो ऐसे चलो ठीक है. So that's how it happened. So it was made for a different film, for a different situation, but it fit so perfectly in Shershaah. So you never know. A song always has a different destiny, I feel.
Independent artist की आपने बात की. How is life being an independent artist?
See, pretty much it's the same. जैसे like I started as an independent artist, and I've even then Shagnada was an indie track. It just got picked up by Filori. So my process is still the same.
But I was listening to this interview by Arijit Singh. उन्होंने कहा कि पहले क्लियर कर लो आपको प्लेबैक करना है या आपको इंडिपेंडेंट आर्टिस्ट बनना है. अगर आपको प्लेबैक करना है तो आपको 100 लोगों को आप पसंद आने चाहिए जो म्यूजिक बनाते हैं. जब इंडिपेंडेंट आर्टिस्ट हैं, there are no rules and no boundaries, etc. You are a merger of both, if I can say that. You've done fair bit of playback also, but in the independent space also.
तो मुझे लगता है कि अगर आप इंडिपेंडेंट आर्टिस्ट भी हो, और अगर आप लोगों को पसंद आ गए तो फिर म्यूजिक डायरेक्टर्स को भी आप पसंद आ ही जाते हैं बिकॉज इवेंचुअली दे वांट टू रीच पीपल राइट सो इट कैन गो आइदर वे एंड आई थिंक व्हाट अरिजीत इज आल्सो ट्राइंग टू से दैट फॉर प्लेबैक सिंगिंग you need to actually I don't know because I've never thought like that and for playback is definitely a different game. You have to be like sing it for other people. You have to be like
मैं और डायरेक्ट पूछता हूँ आपसे कितनी बार ऐसा हुआ है कि जसलीन एक फिल्म के लिए गाना गा के आई है व्हाटएवर प्रोड्यूसर म्यूजिक कंपोजर के लिए और बहुत अच्छा हुआ जसलीन ग्रेट 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 एंड व्हेन द सॉन्ग इवेंचुअली कम्स आउट इट्स समवन एल्सेस वॉइस
या मेरे साथ लकीली ऐसा नहीं हुआ इतनी बार
बिल्कुल भी नहीं हुआ
नॉट रियली मतलब एक दो बार हुआ होगा मैंने बहुत ज्यादा प्लेबैक सिंगिंग नहीं किया लोगों के लिए आई हैव डन इट फॉर अमित त्रिवेदी सर and I've done it for who else? Sachin Jigar. And yeah, I think not many people have done it for.
Right.
As far as I can remember.
Right.
It's always been like I'm composing my songs, I'm writing my songs, and I'm trying to feature other people. Yeah, so that's how it's been like with me.
So,
but I think to correct that Arijit thing, because he has so much experience in doing playback singing, he has sung like so many songs, so he would know better. But in my own journey, it's been like I'll just work on my songs, and because if there's an acceptance or love from the audience, then producers, directors, everybody, actors, they want your voice. So it's been the other way around for me.
मैंने please correct करियो जब मैं गलत कह रहा हूँ that you've not learned or gone to a guru per se, but then you knew the instruments. When you first came or broke into the scene, if I can say that.
Yes, I as a kid was always interested in music instruments. मैं हमेशा तो composer बनना चाह रही थी.
नहीं पर ये तो बहुत आगे आ गया. आपने instruments कैसे उठाए?
As a kid I was very curious. I had a keyboard जो मेरे भाई का था. उन्होंने बजाना छोड़ दिया तो उन्होंने कुछ incomplete सिखाया. तो I was very like curious कि कैसे complete करना है. So I tried to complete it, and then it became a big game in my head. This I heard this melody, I want to play it out. I heard
remember
this.
That? Firsts are very, they always stay with you.
I obviously remember that. Like first was Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, which I completed. Then it was Sandesh Se Aate Hain, Border. Then it was Tal. I was obsessed with Tal. So that's how it started. And then I picked up the guitar, and I remember learning Lucky Ali songs, the first. So that's how it's been.
But usually a girl picking up all these songs would want to come on the camera, dance and act
why?
to that. No, usually I'm saying.
Not really.
वो कभी नहीं आया आपके उसमें.
but
You wanted to just be with the music and complete
yeah, I
it.
wanted to write music. I want to compose music. Like Rahman sir has always been the person I've always looked up to. I think he's the reason like I got into music because I was so moved by his music. I was like, wow, this is something else. I don't know.
Taal era?
Tal, Swades, it was like on repeat I've heard those albums.
Do you remember the first thing that you wrote and you thought कि ये इसको मैं पक्का compose करूँगी, this is going to be the first?
My first song was Panchee Hojo Wa, which was there on my YouTube. हाँ जी. That was the first song I composed. उसके पहले I was always कि मुझे बनना है, मुझे नहीं पता था मुझे कैसे बनना है, but it was like more like कि मुझे बनना है. और कुछ नहीं था. पता नहीं था कैसे.
So from 2009, the first reality show, to 2012, composing this, in 2014 breaking into the scene. वो 5 साल कैसे थे?
Long.
I should tell this on camera. ये जसलीन की last interview है. Throughout the day, तो शायद कुछ ऐसे questions होते कह रहे यार मैं फिर से कैसे बताऊँ?
नहीं long थे. And it's not easy. Like you always keep trying so hard. आप पहुँचो लोगों तक और धीरे-धीरे कर करके आपको कुछ साल लग जाते हैं. And then when you look back at it and you like 10 साल लग गए मेरे को यहाँ से यहाँ तक आने में. But then it's also like satisfying कि you've done something. That's what you should tell. That's what I've learned that you should tell. That it's been long, my journey, but it's been fruitful, and I'm very happy and very grateful that I got so much love from the people.
एक बहुत cliche story है. Of course, this is I think the nth time I would request you to repeat. जसलीन के पीछे रॉयल कैसे लगा? I know the story, but for the camera, for us, I think this is probably the first time आप Delhi studios में आए हो Radio City के. So just the story of how Royal got into Jasleen.
So when I was growing up, when I was like 3-4 years old, so my dad, he used to have a bakery called Royal Bakery. तो पंजाब में लुधियाना में it was a landmark of its sort, like very famous. So my grandfather set it up. फिर जैसे बहुत सारी फैमिलीज में डिवीजन हो जाती है, तो मेरे पापा के भी टोटल 4 भाई थे, तो देन ही गॉट समथिंग एल्स एंड ही हैड टू पार्ट वेज विद द रॉयल बेकरी एंड ही वाज नोन एज लाइक एवरीबॉडी इन माय फैमिली वाज नोन एज लाइक रॉयल एंड हिज नेम वाज बिट टू रॉयल. सो ही ऑलवेज हैड दैट कि वो एक होता है ना कि कुछ छूट गया लाइफ में.
ये कॉन्वर्सेशन हुई थी आपकी डैड के साथ कि कुछ छूट गया टाइप्स?
वो मतलब वो बोलते थे, मेरे को बचपन में ऐसे सुनने को मिलता था. सो आई थिंक आई जस्ट अब्सॉर्ब दैट एंड आई वाज लाइक कि कुछ शायद मैं क्या पता कुछ इनको वापस कर पाऊँ. तो आई पुट इट as my surname because I was also called as like Chota Royal because of my father na. I was if I would go with him, so everybody would address me like that. So I put it and I was like chalo one day once like I've made something out of this name, I'll reveal the story behind it. So my dad always felt very 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 happy that it's back in his life.
You certainly have, but एक और चीज बड़ा मुश्किल होता है for a North Indian. I come from the same belt as you, which is Punjab. It's very difficult for people like us who relatively from smaller towns when they have to move and relocate to a city like Bombay. How was the shift like? कब वो फैसला कब ले लेता है एक इंसान कि अब मैं बॉम्बे में ही हूँ? And then you have to give time to a city like Bombay. You can't just get into Bombay and rule Bombay.
Correct.
The city grows in you.
हाँ जी.
So how do you take this as a decision कि अब मेरे को बॉम्बे अपना बेस बनाना है, have to shift over?
तो जैसे मेरे को जब पता था कि मेरे को म्यूजिक कंपोजर बनना है, तो मेरे को पता था एक दिन बॉम्बे जाना है, पर वो कब जाना है, which was the this thing. But I always knew I have to. So mentally I think I was ready. पहले मैं दिल्ली आई पढ़ने, तो थोड़ा सा दिल्ली eased me out from Ludhiana to Delhi is a better transition than Ludhiana to Bombay, which can be intimidating. तो दिल्ली में रही कुछ साल, पढ़ी. Then I thought कि तब मैं बॉम्बे तभी जाऊंगी जब मैं कुछ थोड़ा सा कुछ कर लिया होगा. तो when Preet happened, I was still in Delhi. I thought ये मेरे हाथ में है Preet. Now I can go to Bombay and tell people, meet people that you know, like I've done this song for a film, so that they take me seriously. So I had just this plan, and then the moment Preet happened, I moved to Bombay.
So this is 2015, 14, 15.
हाँ.
You moved to Bombay.
Then I met 2 Punjabis whom I stayed with in a very small apartment. हम living room में ही सो जाते थे. AC वैसी भी नहीं होता था, तो ऐसे थोड़ा सा पानी स्प्रिंकल करते थे गद्दों पे, सो जाते थे.
पानी स्प्रिंकल करते.
That's how it started, and it was like. Yeah, it was tough, but it was fun.
और कितना टाइम रहे आप ऐसे?
1 साल तो रही हूँ.
And then things started to shape up and
धीरे. So ऐसे कौन विंडो के पास सोएगा, तो it was like लड़ाई होती थी. So it was like breezy, right?
Right. So हर North Indian probably a grandparent would ask you कि हुन तू वापस नहीं आना मुड़ के, तैनू लुधियाने दी याद नहीं आती etc.
नहीं, मेरा क्लियर ही था, like I always कि अब मैं चली गई, अब नहीं आऊँगी. अब जाती हूँ. I really like Ludhiana. I love spending time with my family. But I work from Bombay. Super.
So live shows, playback, a lot of traveling also. What is it that excites you? Like if you have to list it up from 1 to 3, for example.
I'm not very big on travel. Like a lot of people get this shock कि travel नहीं पसंद, तुम तो इतना घूमते हो यार. मैं तो थोड़ा
someone, so my association of you is with a guitar. And मुझे लग रहा है कि ये लड़की पहाड़ों में जाके बस इसको कुछ नहीं चाहिए होता होगा. She's like composing this in my zones. No, nothing.
नहीं, ऐसा नहीं होता. It's like a very tedious process to be writing songs. तो मतलब playback भी अच्छा लगता है because you learn from other people. When I work with like someone like Amit Trivedi, so I am enamored by his process, his studio space, how he thinks, how he functions, how he made this melody, how he's guiding me to sing it, how you know he's bringing out a different side of me. तो वो भी बड़ा fascinating लगता है. और फिर अपने गाने तो मतलब थोड़ी ज़्यादा अटैचमेंट और ओनरशिप होती है ना, ये मतलब ये मेरा है, मेरे को बड़ा अच्छा लगता है, मेरे को इसको अच्छे से रिलीज करना है, वो भी होता है. और शोज में बहुत मजा आता है क्योंकि
you get the response
and then you see the love and you feel the love from the audience right there and then it's a very beautiful feeling. But like I said, the travel bit is exhausting क्योंकि जब आप शो करने जाते हो तो आप उसी दिन उस शहर पहुंचते हो, सुबह टेक रिहर्सल्स होती है, फिर आप वापस जाते हो, रेडी होते हो, फिर शो करते हो, फिर मतलब इट्स अ real hectic and you do back to back like एक दिन आज गोवा तो कल पूना तो कल परसों दुबई.
That is what an artist
which is good of. No, touch wood, but I'm saying it just is not easy. But I'm happy. I want to be like performing every day of the week. My manager is here. No matter how tired I
ऑफ
am.
सीजन में आप छुट्टी नहीं लेते हो एक लाइक आई एम ऑफ फॉर 20 days आई एम गोइंग फॉर टू अ ट्रिप टू यूरोप और समथिंग लाइक दैट ऐसा कुछ
ट्रैवल करके नहीं मैं छुट्टी ले रही मैं छुट्टी ले रही हूँ अपने घर बैठने के लिए
घर बैठने के लिए
हाँ because I'm always traveling.
On the scale of 10 how lazy are you?
I'm not lazy at all. I'm very very proactive. मैं सिर्फ बोल देती हूँ छुट्टी ले रही हूँ बट मैं लेती नहीं हूँ. But नहीं I love sitting at home, having my coffee, spending time with my dogs. That's my ideal favorite off day.
Super. What's that compliment that has stayed with you and who was it by? I'm sure you've been in the industry, a lot of gigs also. But कुछ ऐसे कभी कोई इंसान ऐसे बोल जाता है,
हाँ.
चाहे वो कोई म्यूजिक कंपोजर हो या कोई भी हो सकता है, and like stays with you.
ऐसे तो मतलब कुछ चीज़ें सब बहुत लोगों ने बोली है जो साथ में रह जाती है. जैसे I was just talking about Irfan sir. He was the first one to call me to Bombay. He had heard my song Panchee Hojo Wa. तो उन्होंने बोला कि हमारे घर पे एक पार्टी हो रही है. Someone called from his team कि प्लीज उस लड़की को बुलाओ. And I was like very surprised to get a call like that. And I went and तो बहुत अच्छे से उन्होंने he greeted me so well. And मतलब hospitality was next level. He just treated me like, you know, I'm an equal. I was just like looking at him. And then the next day he called me and he said like, so I asked him, so मैं क्या करूँ, आप मेरे को help कर सकते हो, मेरे को इन लोगों से मिलना है ऐसे ऐसे. तो मैंने बोला जसलीन तुम एक दिन सबसे मिल जाओगी, टेंशन मत लो, पेशेंस रखो. And that just stayed with me. It's like I don't know why he called me, how he thought of me. And I went there, and that one meeting really had a huge impact in my life. And then I worked with Babil on DASTOOR.
Yeah.
तो उस टाइम पे मैं उनको मिली थी. बाबिल एंड इरफान सर साथ में ही थे.
तो क्या जसलीन अब सबसे मिल चुकी है, क्या भी कोई रह गया?
मतलब बहुत सारे लोग रह गए यार.
जैसे
अभी
एक होता है ना, एक है वो.
अरे मतलब आई वुड एक वो जो रह गया है वो है लाइक वर्किंग विद रहमान सर. बट ऐसा वो नहीं है. बट आई थिंक लाइक I'll just like wherever your music, your journey takes, I'm ready to embrace that.
Super. There's a little segment that we do on the show, which is called the clap challenge. It is, I mean, you don't have the guitar, unfortunate for us, but you'll just hum your songs.
अच्छा.
And as soon as मैं ताली बजाता हूँ, to your second song, to your third song, to your fourth song. So it's like a mini concert that we have for everyone who's watching this. The clap challenge featuring the one and only, the possibly the cutest voice that we have in the industry. Jasleen, let's see कि कितनी बार you can move.
अब कोई भी गाना ना?
कोई भी अपना गाना.
अपना.
जब भी ताली बजेगी, तभी आप shift करोगे. Let's start with दस्तूर if we can. Yeah?
ठीक है.
अच्छा उन्होंने पहले अपने माइंड में ना.
हाँ मैं सोच लिया था.
Let's start with दस्तूर then. 1, 2, let's go.
किस कम दे दस्तूर बनाए, सजना हो या दूर वे हाय, अखियां रो चूर हो जाए, दिन शगना दा चढ़े, आओ सखियों नी खो गए हम कहाँ, रंगों सा ये जहाँ, खो गए रातें तेरे सिरहाने, बुरे सपनों के बहाने, नित नित तेरे उत्ते निंदरा उड़ाइया, अंबरा तो बुझ तारे देने के गवाइया, दिल दुखा के मेरा तूते, जो मैं जानती ये प्रीत करे दुख होए, तो नगर ढिंडोरा पीटती कहती, नच देने सारे रल मिल के आज हिल.
सुपर. सारे गाने याद है, सारे लिरिक्स याद है. सुपर 10 on 10. कभी ऐसा हुआ आप लिरिक्स भूल गए हो अपने शो पे?
हाँ.
What do you do?
Nothing, just recently happened.
The audience कह रहे मैं भूल गया.
हाँ मैं ऐसे स्माइल कर देती हूँ. मैं क्या करूँ, भूल गई ना क्योंकि.
No, but cuteness saves you here, no?
Saves
लोग
me.
कहते हैं अच्छा ये कुछ नहीं होता जसलीन ऐसा है ना?
But it happens.
It happens.
Yeah.
Super. I have to ask you this. I do a Punjabi show for Delhi.
हाँ जी.
पंजाबी म्यूजिक पिछले 5-7 सालों में बॉलीवुड ने बहुत अच्छी तरह एम्ब्रेस किया. For like if we can say that पंजाबी आर्टिस्ट सब तो मैं I can't name them but they say कि अब तो बॉम्बे से लोग हमारे पास मोहाली आते हैं.
अच्छा.
Which is the hub for पंजाबी म्यूजिक. अब हमें भी जाने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती. Do you think for that matter because आप वो पंजाबी हो, आप उसकी रीजन से बिलोंग करते हो, it has a little advantage being in Bombay, the Punjabi girl in Bombay for that matter?
नहीं अभी I don't think like ऐसा everything has become very digital I can have meetings on Zoom and everything is available online. You stream it. People are completely approachable on Instagram or on emails, ideas you can have over video call, and now you have apps कि मैं बना रही हूँ और आपको मैं high quality में सुना सकती हूँ उसी time पे. So people don't have to go to Bombay. So people don't have to come to Mohali or Ludhiana. So it can be worked from anywhere, and so many people stay abroad also, the Punjabi singers or anyway. So the place, the location does not matter anymore because of the times we're living in.
Super. One more question. This digital generation, this generation of numbers, itne million ho gaya, ye ho gaya. Very honestly, do you keep a track of it?
Not really. If I did, I would be posting a lot more on Instagram. So I am not very, very active. But yes, I love to stay connected with my people. But वो लोग भेज देते हैं आपको, आपकी टीम भेज देती है stats and all, तो वो सही है.
टीम के साथ जब डिस्कशन करते होंगे, now that you, मुझे लगता है इस लेवल पे जहाँ आप हो, it's not just that you're a performer or a singer. You also have to semi-market or market yourself equally. तो वो numbers कहीं ना कहीं discussions में, when you're sitting on the table, you discuss.
Numbers ऐसे मतलब it's a reference point of a song. How much has the song doing? Like how many people has it reached? So it's a benchmark कि तुम्हें समझ में आता है गाना चल रहा है, नहीं चल रहा है, accept हो रहा है, नहीं हो रहा है. That's the only thing. It's not कि number 1 पे ही पहुंचना है तो नहीं तो दुनिया खत्म हो गई. ऐसा नहीं है.
No, but it makes you sleep well, no? If you've touched that certain figure in your head.
वही तो बोल रही हूँ. It's like a
validation.
No, it's you just knowing that your song is reaching people and people are accepting it. It's not like कि 10 million आज 10 million चाहिए. 10 million can happen over 5 days also, 6 days also, 1 month also. Even like a song like खो गए हम कहाँ, when it released, तो ऐसा नहीं था, instant hit नहीं था, 4 साल के बाद hit हुआ है. दिन चकना था, it became a hit after 4 years. So some songs will have like that instant hit quality.
समझ आता है कि 4 साल बाद क्यों हुआ है, पहले क्यों नहीं हुआ था?
नहीं, some songs grow ना, take time. Even like I've learned this from Rahman sir. Like he's a legend, but he says like I don't know, like some of his songs became hits after years. So मतलब that's what like I learned, that every song has its own destiny, so you can't be attached to the outcome right there and right then. It's music, it travels. अभी कितने पुराने गाने अभी आप देखते हो ट्रेंड हो रहे हैं Instagram पे. It's like सही है.
वो questions pop up हो रहे हैं, so I have to just keep asking you for insecurity, the two swords that you always embrace as an artist. What is that one thing that you're insecure about, and one thing that helps you sleep very sanely because you're secure in your head?
One thing that helps me sleep securely is that I give it my all to any song that I have, any project I have. I can't do more than that. Humanly, it's not possible. I drive myself mad, which is what makes me sleep peacefully. Insecurity would be like, it's always like, am I good enough? Self-doubt तो होता ही है ना. Am I? So, see, it's music. You don't have no process. Like when you make a song, you have no process कि ऐसे से करोगे तो बन जाएगा, right? It's every time it's going to be different. So तुम्हें लगता है कि तुम बनाते हो, तुम्हें खुशी होती है, but उसके बाद तुम्हें लगता है कि am I thinking right? Am I feeling what other people are thinking, or are they going to accept it or not? तो वो तो चलता ही रहता है, and like I'm very, very self-critical. So that kind of keeps me up at night.
Overthinker, self-critical. कोई ऐसा गाना, story that you can tell us, जो आपने compose किया कभी, and you were like average है, पर फिर मैंने सुना है, and
हाँ, जब मैंने लव यू जिंदगी डब किया था, तो मेरे को लगा था बहुत ही गंदा गाया मैंने. तो मैंने फिर अमित सर को मैसेज किया जब रिलीज हो गया था. मैंने कहा सर मैं आ जाऊँ,
पूछ लेते, वो हम बता देते लव यू जिंदगी.
तो मैंने कहा सर प्लीज मैं आ जाऊँ. आई वाज मैसेजिंग सर बिल्कुल अच्छा नहीं लग रहा मेरी आवाज में, मैं फिर से आके डब करूँ. रिलीज हो गया था, आई थॉट कि वीडियो आने से पहले हम चेंज कर देंगे. He's like, no, are you mad? Just sit calmly. It's fine. You're overthinking. Don't. And then it happened with Ranjha also. 2 days before it was supposed to release. So मेरे को पता नहीं क्यों आया दिमाग में कि इंटरल्यूड बहुत बकवास है. So I just went to the studio, started changing the track, and then my lyricist Anvita Dutt, she's also a brilliant director. So she's like, don't touch it. I said, okay, I'll not touch it.
Your manager should actually tell you more. कि यार तू एक बार गाना बना के छोड़ दिया.
Then this happened with Heere also. But Heere का interlude I ended up changing. I was like, नहीं यार मुझे लग रहा है change होना चाहिए. So I was very torn. Like till the last moment I was just fixing the track, and we had like some around 20 mixes. So my mixing engineer told me, पहले तो उसने मेरे को 2-3 दिन काम किया उन्होंने मेरे साथ. He works with me a lot. तो पहले 4-5 दिन he entertained me. 1 mix, 2 mix, 5 mix, 7 mix, 8 mix. He's like, no problem, take your time. 12 mix हो गए. फिर उन्होंने बोला 15 mix हुए. फिर उसने बोला, listen, take a break for a day. Let's not connect tomorrow. Don't call me. And don't do anything. Don't listen to any music. Go watch something and forget about the song. I said okay. Then I did that. And the next day,
ईमानदारी से
किया. Then the next day I went. I said, let's lock this. He's like, see. Then I got clarity. I think I was just driving myself mad, which I happened to do.
All songs, the ones you've listed.
Yeah.
Superb. Thank you so much. I think थोड़ा सा आप कम सोचो, क्योंकि आपका म्यूजिक मुझे लगता है rawest form में ही पसंद आता है. That is what the voice also carries. But thank you so much.
Thank you so much.